What's up, guys? It's Zippity Doodad. Thanks for joining me tonight. I can't wait. Tonight, I'm going to talk about my trip recap. It was a short trip, but it was a blast. I crammed a lot in just a little bit of time. But like I said, it was a blast. And I would do it all over again in a heartbeat. But first, I just want to thank Dean over at the Live Place. Go check out Dreamers Empire and theliveplace.com. Dream's amazing. Go check out my boys, my brothers, the D&T crew. We got Steve from Steve's World. Steve goes live on Mondays. He went live last night. Mondays with just another All Things Fun Monday night. Shep from the Shep Family. Shep goes live on Saturdays with Storytime around 9:30. And Dave from Brandy and Dave, he has pop-up streams all the time. Go check out my brothers. Check us out on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. This and that tomorrow night, guys. You're not going to want to miss it. We just have the best time, and we look forward to all week long. And 9 o'clock. And also, guys, there's only 1 week left for the this and that contest. So if you haven't already posted a picture, please do so as soon as possible. The contest ends next Tuesday on St. Patty's Day. Just something creative, something unique, wearing a Disneynet shirt or any kind of Disneynet merchandise, whether it's a coffee mug, hat, anything. Tag all 4 of us in hashtag D&T merch on Instagram to be eligible to win. Can't wait. There's already some great pictures up there, and we'll see who wins. I have already a couple favorites. So we'll see, and we're going to let you guys vote starting on March 18th. So don't forget to do that. The pictures are coming in fast, and we can't thank you guys enough. So also, my partner channel, Meg, who's in Disney right now, she goes live right after Steve with Magical Mondays with Meg. Another great channel. So many great channels. And actually, right before Steve is new to the slot is Triple P Josh from Practically Perfect Park Hoppin'. He goes right before Steve, like I said, from 7 to 8. And let's get to the chat, guys. Already 34 people here. What's going on? And this is my first time. Usually I have Steve with me or some of the other guys, but I figured to give everyone a night off. I'll do the chat, share my trip, and go from there. I'm not probably going to go the whole full hour. PJ's got a project due for school I want to help him out with, but I definitely didn't want to skip tonight. Wanted to share everything with you. So thank you guys all for being here. We got, actually, I'm probably going to mess this up, but a few times. We got Jersey Mike. We got Julio, Mike Whaler. Mike Whaler, were you third tonight? Usually first, buddy. Rachel Fithian, hopefully. Samantha Lowe. JK, always good to see you. Tim Pruitt. Timothy Rainwaters. Pam's fam. And you guys, I'm also going to really try to stay focused on the chat tonight as well. I'm always, I always forget to look at it, so I apologize. Anna Gianti, Karen Cook, Alex Brenna, Thina Amazing, or Big Noah Mountain the 5. Oh, it just jumped. Sorry. Let's see. Sorry, guys. It just jumped. I'm not used to that. Donna Jawelski. What's up, Donna? Donna was an amazing part of my trip, and we get to her in a minute. Marshmallow Man, what's up, buddy? So sad I didn't get to see you. Michael Riley's here. Nicole C. What's going on, Nicole? Thanks for popping in here. And if I don't say your name, I apologize. You can just repost, please. Michelle the Quilter and T Marie Photography. Thank you for being here. Just jumped again. I'm just going to scroll a little bit more. Joe Smith. And you guys, sorry if I missed you. But Marjorie Nagy, what's going on? Yeah, you guys. So the trip was amazing. First off, being on the flight, Sarah 4382, what's going on? Being on the flight with everything that's going on, was a little concerned at first, but I didn't do anything different that I normally wouldn't do before we get on a flight. We, wipe down everything, the seats, the seat belts, the screen. Disinfectant. I had disinfectants going all the time. It was really funny though. The whole entire plane was completely packed except the 2 seats next to me. I had an aisle seat, and right next to me, the middle seat and the window seat were completely empty. I looked around to see maybe if it was like scattered. People weren't really coming on the plane, but I did not see an empty seat in the house except for the two that was right next to me. And there's Minnesota Martha, and I'm going to get to her in a second too. I actually got to meet her. She was an amazing person. And Donna, geez, Donna, you didn't have to do that. Donna Jawelski, $9.99 super chat. Patrick, we had the absolute best time with you. Cannot wait to see you again. I can't either. Thank you so much for all you do. And I'm going to get to Donna. I was in the Donna Mobile. We went out to dinner a few times, but I have an itinerary I'm going to try to go by from start to finish. Expedition Greg, what's up, buddy? And so the plane ride was great. Smooth plane ride. I get to Orlando, and what's funny about this is I'm in Orlando. We touched down, and it was like a really quick flight. We got in about 40 minutes early. I get there, and Corey from Cory Meets World picked me up from the airport. Now, Corey and I, along with Dale and the rest of the guys, have grown this huge friendship, this huge bond that has just blossomed over the last few months. And when I first started watching YouTube and watching Resort TV 1 and stumbled upon Corey, which was amazing because of loving his food reviews and everything that he does. He's just a natural when it comes to live streaming. And if you would have told me that in March that Cory Meets World was going to be picking me up at the airport to go hang out, I would have said, yeah, right. But it was just it was so surreal. So Corey picks me up. We're talking on the phone. He can't find me. We end up finding each other, but it was hilarious. And I can't thank Corey enough for actually picking me up, so I didn't have to grab an Uber to get to the hotel. But so Corey picks me up, right, and we go over to Top Golf. And I know a few people have been to Top Golf. The closest one we have here in Massachusetts is actually in Connecticut, which is at Foxwoods, which I didn't know that. Picalos from Florida Freaks and Disney Nerd Herders Charlie told us about it. So there is one pretty close, 2.5 hours, but I've never been to one. All right, Johns, what's going on, buddy? And I just saw Triple Piece here. Andy J, what's going on? So I've never been to a Top Golf, and in my head I was thinking, oh, it's just another regular driving ranges. We have driving ranges over here, just a little souped up. But it was nothing like that. We get there, Captain Akron, what's going on? We get there and we check in, and Corey and I are there before Dale and his friend, and it's a 2.5 to 3 hour wait, which I was blown away because the place is huge. There's 3 levels. We get there, so we give the cell phone number so they can text us when our booth's going to be ready. But they have restaurants there and bars, so we got to go and eat, have a couple drinks, and then the guy said that what's going on, LSU Mom and Julie C, thank you for being here. The guys say that usually they say it's about 2.5, 3 hours, and it's only about 25, 30 minutes. But this was legit. I think we did wait the 2.5 hours, which was okay. So if you haven't been to a Top Golf, once you get called, you go into this little section. They're all numbered, and you have like an L-shaped couch, real comfy couch. It's your own private little area. There's 3 TVs on one of the poles. You have your own private waitress. You can get food. You can just have a full experience, and there's a ton of games. So I'm thinking we're just gonna hit golf balls and whatever, so you can hit it the furthest. There's actually, like Dale said, there's 30 or 35 games you can play where there's huge targets out on the driving range, and they're about maybe 30 to 40 yards long, or I should say circular, and it might be like 8 or 9 of them. And you don't necessarily have to hit it that far, as long as you're hitting it at the targets and to the center of the target, because the closer you get to the pins, the more points you get. So we had a blast. We played for, I think it was 2 hours, and it was Tuesday night, and Tuesday nights are half off. So it was only $25 an hour, and that's not per person. That was actually for the 4 of us. So over the course of 2 hours, I think it was $12.50 each to play. Got a Jack and Coke, and it was more than $12.50. So that's where they get you. But it was so much fun. Leanna Sherbrick, what's going on? Thank you for being here. Kathy Williams. It was super fun. We played 2 rounds of games, and I guess it's kind of like Dale's home course. Dale's a pretty good golfer, but I beat him. I beat both of them. And actually, Dale had a friend there, Daryl. I beat all three of them, 2 games in a row. You know, I'm not going to brag or anything, but it was fun. It was fun, and actually got a few things from there. I didn't get much merch, so I don't really have a huge merch haul or Disney haul, but I got this glass because it's only $8.50. I think Nicole could have made it for like $2, but it's pretty cool. It says Orlando Top Golf, so I got that there, and I also got because I love pins. I gotta actually put up my pins again, but I don't know if you can see this, but it's there you go. It's Florida Top Golf Orlando with the gator. There's Corey. What's up, Corey? And so yeah, I was just telling everyone, Corey, that how much how great of a swing you have, buddy. Pam's, what up, cuz? So we had a blast. We had a blast at Top Golf. Also, they have what's really cool is they have these chips in every ball. And every time you hit the ball, it'll tell you exactly how far it went, the trajectory, the carry, the distance, everything about it on the screen. So you have like maybe like a basketball game going on, but as soon as you hit the ball, it shows you exactly where you went, and it's very accurate. So yeah. So Corey, real quick, I just want to thank you again for all the rides you gave me, especially picking me up at the airport, and everything you and Dale and Donna did for me this whole entire trip, because it was a short stay, but you guys, you're the hospitality for you guys, which goes every time we're down there, but can't thank you guys enough. So from there, Dale drops me off at the hotel, and this was my first time staying off property. This is maybe, I think, my 12th trip to Disney. The other 11 trips, all Disney property. First time off property. And I gotta say, I would do it again in a heartbeat. It wasn't. Thanks, Corey. It wasn't Disney, of course. You're never gonna compare. You know, it's hard to compare things to Disney. Even I love Pop, but I like the Valley Resorts like All Stars. I know some people don't, but I love saying there's just nothing about. Well, nothing you can say bad about Disney resorts. I love them all. But the Sheraton, I stayed at the Sheraton. It's on the corner of Palms Parkway and 535. If you guys are familiar with Miller's, I know Miller's is a big restaurant bar down there. It's right on the opposite side on the corner, right from there. And what's really cool is Nicole actually hooked me up. She went on Hotwire, so this is pretty awesome. So, and Nicole, correct me if I'm wrong, but it was hotwire.com, and it was roughly $70 a night. And what you did is you pick a block of a section of Florida, and it's a pretty wide area that you want to stay at, and then they'll give you 3 resorts that are 4-star. So you're going to end up, you don't know which hotel you're going to get, but you know you're going to get one of these 3. So you can check those 3 hotels out, and if you don't like maybe one of them or 2 of them, and you don't want to chance it, I would say not to do it. But all 3 were 4-star, and I didn't care which one I got. So for $70 a night, we went ahead and did it, and I ended up getting the Sheraton, and it was $69 a night. Thank you, Nicole. Ronnie the Pole Boy's mom's here. Surfer Girl 326, still praying for you, Surfer Girl. Hope everything is working out with you. Like I said, sorry if I missed you guys in the chat, but so I get into the hotel, and it's kind of late. Yeah, so actually Nicole's right too. So there is also a $24 resort fee. So you're talking close to $90 a night. But I wrote some of the stuff down. So real quick, it's only like 10 to 15 minutes, I think even quicker, to Disney Springs. So I wanted to go somewhere in between. The Arnold Palmer Golf Tournament, which I'm going to get to, was one of the main reasons I actually went down for this trip, and Disney Springs and Epcot Hollywood and all the parks. So I get there. So yeah, so it's only like 10 to 15 minutes from those things. Very clean. That was one of the big things. So they know, Nicole gets a little weighted out sometimes if we're in a hotel that's not Disney. And but I gotta say, I have a resort tour of this place, and you guys got to check it out, because if you don't want to go to Disney, it was great. It was clean. Had a huge pool, a water slide for the kids, a huge pool bar. Actually, the pool bar was bigger than I've ever seen on any Disney resort. It was called, I think, Palms 27, and it must have had at least 50 bar stools, a bunch of TVs. I don't know what the prices were. I didn't stay for any of the drinks or anything. Just kind of vlogged the whole thing. But huge pool bar. Also, which was really cool that I know Disney does in a lot of resorts, especially like Yacht Beach Club. They had water inside the lobbies that are like pure, with like cucumbers and lemons. And they had one that had all kind of fruit. There was like pineapple and cherries in it. So they had two different types of waters. I thought that was really cool. It was complimentary. So what else? And the one, and they're also very friendly. They're also treated you like Disney when I was there. And they had a little spot in one of the corners that they was almost like a concierge where they could help you plan any of your fast passes, or if you wanted to go to certain parks certain days. They were super cool about that if you actually needed that. So it had a little Disney feel to it. The only thing with the room, and the room is clean. I had 2 queen size beds. But the one thing I noticed, there wasn't a lot of outlets, and there was 0 USB plugs or outlets. So I only brought one outlet because I thought I was going to be able to use my USBs. Kadani Sean, what's going up? So that was the only downfall. I brought 3 bricks of charges, so I just basically used those for the whole trip. So that was that. So the hotel, definitely a must-do. Loved it. And then we got Avery. What's up, buddy? Then hold on one second real quick. So then I wake up, and the real reason I was going down there was for the Arnold Palmer Golf Invitational Tournament, which Dale was working at. He was volunteering, so I was going to go with him. So we're trying to figure out what day to go. I ended up going to the Pro-Am that morning, and I wouldn't have changed it for anything. We were talking about maybe going to the first round or the second round. Went to the Pro-Am, and it was to die for. Real quick, though, I got to go back to the getting there. So I get there. So I call an Uber to go there. Uber was only $13. Dream of Deborah, what's up? Uber was only $13. I get picked up. I have no idea what this guy is talking about. Can't really understand him. And he didn't stop talking. Actually, Dave called me when I was in the Uber. I picked up, and I was going to say, I said, Dave, hang on 1 second. I never could get away from the conversation. So Dave was like on the phone for 2 minutes. I'm like, Dave, you know what? I'm just going to call you back. This guy told me basically his whole life story. He told me his best and worst ever Uber experiences, which I think his worst one, if I can recall, was some lady that just crawled out of a bush and smelled really bad and was going to stink up his car. And I was laughing. I could have it was like a taxi cab confession. I could have like vlogged that whole experience if I could have understood him, but he was hilarious. So we're going to the Arnold Palmer Golf Tournament, and we pull into the Bay Hill, which is beautiful. The homes are beautiful. I'm not really sure. He knew where he was going. I could see holes, so I knew it was close to the golf course. And all of a sudden he stops to let some people cross the street, and I look up, and it's Tommy Fleetwood. He's one of the professional golfers. Perfectly Cat, what's going on? And I couldn't get my phone out of my pocket quick enough. I'm like, oh my God, is this going to be how this day is going to be? Like, this is amazing. Tommy Fleet was walking across the street, and then all of a sudden Phil Mickelson walked across the street. It was like mind blowing. So I'm like, Average Joe PT, what's going on? Now I'm super excited. I can't wait to get there. Dill had to work, so I was meeting him a little bit later on. But his friend Daryl, who went, last year, I was meeting him there that morning. So he was familiar. He's been there before, so he was a little familiar with some of the holes. So I get out of the Uber, and Dale said, "You gotta go to the merchandise shop and get these flags. They have these big like towel flags that you can get autographs for." So I was like, all right, in my head, I'm gonna go get this flag, this towel to get signed right away, and then just go from there, get in touch with Daryl, and check out the golfers. So as I'm getting ready to go to the merchandise tent, I'm walking through. There's a putting green, there's a driving range. I see golfers everywhere, and I'm like overwhelmed. It's crazy. I'm getting ready to walk into the merchandise shop, and I hear next on the tee, because the tee box was right near the merchandise, is Patrick Reed. So I'm like, it's one of the top golfers. He just won 2 weeks ago. So I'm like, oh, I got to go see Patrick Reed real quick. So I went up, and literally from me to you guys right now was Patrick Reed. I watched him tee off. I was like, I vlogged it. Actually, that vlog's going to be hard to edit because I was vlogging everything. I vlogged every single golfer that I got autographs for, every interaction. It was great. Royal Vivian, what's going on? Disney up, Boiler up, what's up? And Rory McIlroy was getting called to the tee next. I'm like, I'm never getting into the merchandise shop to get anything because there is just one after another. Pete McDevitt, what's going on? Pete, don't know why you weren't already a mod. I think there's stuff going on with these mods. But now I got Rory, and I'm like, next thing I know, Dale's friend comes up to me, and I'm like, can you believe this? There's so many great golfers. He's like, let's go into the pro shop now, and we'll get our stuff. So we go in, and I'm going to show you this real quick. So this is what I got. In a nutshell, it's you can see on this side, it's like a flag. I have 21 golfers on here, and I couldn't believe it. I was thinking maybe Daryl and I go up to the first, and they said that you could get the autographs if you. Well, Daryl said it's pretty much your best bet is from when they're on the green, head into the next tee box. So I'm like, all right, you can, like, as soon as they're done putting, they walk to the next hole, you can stick it out with your pen and get their autographs then. So you know, really bother them too much. And with the Pro-Am, it wasn't too busy, so it wasn't like 80 people trying to get autographs and they're never going to tee off. There was only like 4 or 5 people around. There was one cop there, and he said that they were going to just do all the autographs at the end of their round. So we're a little disappointed. We're like, oh, that kind of stinks. You know, we're going to have to wait for everyone to finish. But we stuck around, and I was like, maybe I got this flag for no reason. I'm not even getting anybody to sign it. All of a sudden, we got I think it was Padraig Carrington from Ireland to sign it. Actually, I have a list of everyone's that I got. I don't know. You guys, if you're not into golf, you won't know who these guys are. But we ended up getting one autograph after another. It was amazing. So we got Brooks Koepka, Ian Poulter, Bryson DeChambeau, Sungji Im, Padraig Carrington, Hideki Matsui, Alexander Schauffele, Tony Finau, Sam Saunders, which is Arnold Palmer's grandson, Justin Rose, Scott Piercy, Lee Westwood, Danny Lee, Andrew Putman, Hendrik Stenson, Patrick Reed, Stuart Sink, Harold Varner III, Francisco Molinari, and Phil Mickelson, which Phil Mickelson was awesome. He was like one of the main ones I wanted to get. Sorry if I missed you guys. Pepper Tree Villa, what's up, buddy? And he was one of the main ones I wanted to get. So real quick, I also got, like I said, Francisco Molinari, got his autograph twice, got him on the towel, and then he won this tournament last year. So they had a brochure of all like the who was playing at what time, and on the cover was last year's champ, and got him to sign this the second time I ended up meeting him. So super cool. I'm telling you, I've been to the Deutsche Bank Championship in Boston. Saw Tiger Woods. Actually, Nicole and I got to see Tiger Woods before, and it was it's amazing seeing the golfers and how effortless their swings are. So me and Daryl, we're walking around, and we see the stands on the 9th hole. We see the stands, and there's on the 9th hole, there's spectator stands, and there was a private sectioned off for, I think, maybe members or something like that. We went up there, we sat down, and I don't know if we weren't supposed to be there. We asked, could we just get out of the sun for a little bit? It was hot. It was 90 degrees that day. I said, can we just sit here, enjoy ourselves, and just for a few minutes? And the ladies and everyone said, yeah, fine. So we ended up, we're sitting there, and all of a sudden we look down, and some of the volunteers are starting to pass out what we couldn't see. Pete McDevitt, 199 super chat. Zip on golf. I love it. I know. Sorry, a little off Disney, guys. 79 people here. Thank you guys so much for being here. I know I'm saying a lot. I'm trying not to. I'm just it was just a great day. So we see these volunteers giving out stuff. We go down there and there's only like 20 people around these volunteers, and I think they might have only had like 100 of these. We get down there, and the governor of the state of Florida was giving out these. I guess they declared the Arnold Palmer Forever Stamp Day. So we got this envelope, and you can see it's got the Arnold Palmer stamp on it, and it says, what does it say? First day of issue. Inside is this awesome little book about Arnold Palmer, and they were given out in sealed wrap, unopened. Let's see if you can see there. Jim from More Sunshine, please. What's going on? Really, I want you to see this, but it looks just like this. So that's what the pin is. And I'm not going to sell this, but I went on eBay and they were going, 2 of these were going for $69 already. I couldn't believe it. We were in the right place at the right time because they ran out really quick, and it was super cool to get that. And as we got that is when Phil Mickelson came off, and there was a huge crowd. Like all the other autographs, it was very easy to get, not too many people around. But Phil Mickelson's was packed, and we both didn't think we were going to get his autograph, but he must have stayed over 40 minutes signing everybody's autographs, anything that they're given, and it was really cool that little kids were getting their autographs, and it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. Then Dale ended up showing up, and we walked around, and Dale, like I said, he was volunteering at hole 2, so he showed us like all these little secret spots and shortcuts and where to get really good autographs for, and it just piled on. We were getting one autograph after another, like I showed you. We had like 21. Real quick, I'll just show you a couple other little things that I got there. I got this ball from Sungjin M. I got it signed. Actually grabbed a couple balls. They're Arnold Palmer balls, just in case. And I got Sungjin M autograph and Ian Poulter, which Ian Poulter, if you can see, he right there, he actually has a green with the flag on his signature, which is really cool. So I got that. Like I said, I'm a pin guy, so I got the Arnold Palmer pin. There we go. I got the Arnold Palmer pin, and I also got a ball marker from the course. So that, actually, I got one other thing. I got this Arnold Palmer Invitational 2020 shirt. So yeah, so it was amazing, and I can't thank Dale enough for hooking me up with going with him and showing me around. It was amazing. So 90-degree day, completely beat. I go back to the hotel, grab a shower, and Donna from the Donna-mobile picks me up, and we head over to Disney Springs. We went. It was awesome. We met up with Sam and Nick, and it was opening day of the Minnie's Runaway Railroad. So it was hard being at the course when I knew that was going on and Flower and Garden opened. I knew I was doing everything on Thursday, but wanting to be there with everybody. Nicole seeing all the merch for the first time. It was hard. It was hard, but the golf course was great. I wouldn't change what we did. And also, like I said, real quick, it was the Pro-Am. So you didn't have just golfers there. Tim Wakefield from the Red Sox was there. Darius Rucker from Hootie and the Blowfish. Annika Sorenstam was there. Gary Sheffield. Grant Hill, which actually I'm a huge Detroit Pistons fan. Grant Hill was there. He's an old Piston from played for Duke. He was there. Got his autograph. So it was a lot of fun. It was good to see like celebrities and everything like that. But yeah, so we're at Disney Springs. We meet up with Sam and Nick, and they're telling me not telling me, but they're saying how much they loved Mickey's Runaway Railroad. Steve, what's up, buddy? Sorry I'm late. Had to stock up on water. Love you. Yeah, I think we're all doing that. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. And who else did I see? More Sunshine, please. I said hi to Jim, Avery, Angela, Minter, what's going on? And Carlos, Disney World Freak, what's going on, Carlos? So we're at Disney Springs, and we head over to City Works, and now we're eating. And Nick actually told me that he likes, and correct me if I'm wrong, Nick. I don't know if I saw you there, but if you are here, he likes Mickey's Runaway Railroad better than Flight of Passage. So now I'm thinking it's got to be off the hook, and it was. I'll get to it in a second. So we're at City Works, and City Works is brand new. It was amazing. There's huge TVs everywhere. We actually got to sit outside, which was nice. Appetizers were great. We got the wings, and Donna got one of these cheese. Nicole, you would have liked this. It was like mozzarella cheese, but they weren't like mozzarella sticks. They were like little nuggets, which were really good. The funny thing is, so we get our entree. Well, the thing was, our entrees and apps came out at the exact same time, which was kind of disappointing because we're so hungry, wanted to enjoy the apps, and then our food comes. Donna and I get the sirloin sandwiches, sirloin steak sandwiches. Donna had like a twig in it. I don't know, it was like this long. She had a twig in hers, and mine was a little fatty. And, you know, I should have just got the steak because I really don't like big, thick pieces of steak, which the steak was pretty decent, but it was in bread. Kind of wish I got something else. I've heard great things about the burgers there. And Sam sees a salad, and you should have seen the salad. It comes out, and it's only two leaves. They're huge, big lettuce leaves, just two of them. It was the weirdest salad I've ever seen. It was good. I'd go back. I wouldn't get the steak sandwich again. I would definitely try like the cheeseburger or something else. But the wings were great, and also it was D&T night, so I didn't get to spend a lot of time with the boys and this and that. Mary Pretty, how are you? I did get on the stream, sing happy birthday to Kenzie, and opened up my part of the stream with the huge balloon. And if you guys watched the Disney that stream, that Pablo and I, he's a little cray-cray. He was lying to me. I was trying to interview everyone coming off the balloon because you know me with balloons and heights. So going on that thing, I was definitely going to do it, but then they closed it down, so I didn't even get the chance to. It but Pablo was saying how it wasn't too windy to go up on the stream. I mean, the stream wasn't too windy to go up onto the balloon. Next thing you know, the balloon's shut down because it's too windy. So, but the guys they did a great job with this and that. And I'm looking forward to getting back into the rhythm tomorrow night with the guys. So after that, it was a long day. I called it quits, and I had to get up early. So now comes my last full day. So it was a short trip. Like I said, I got there Tuesday afternoon, did the Top Golf. Wednesday was Arnold Palmer golf thing all day, then Disney Springs. Thursday was my only day I was going to be at the parks. So I wanted to make it worth my while. So rope. I did 3 parks that day. I ended up rope dropping Mickey's Runaway Railroad because I was like, if there's one thing I'm going to do on this trip, it's this. I don't care how long I have to wait. So this is how it went down. Park was opening up. Hollywood Studios was opening up at 8 a.m. I got there at 6:45. They started letting everyone in the parks at 7. Once I went into line, and it was a crazy snaked line that went back and forth for like ever. Once I finally stopped and we were actually waiting, it was like 7:30. And now I just was waiting around for a half hour for the park to open so I could get a boarding group for Rise of the Resistance. Because if I'm there, I might as well try that as well. So long story short, 8 o'clock comes, and actually it was like 7:58, and now the line starts moving, and we're getting closer and closer to getting inside Mickey's Runaway Railroad. And I didn't know if I was going to be inside or even if I was going to be on the ride by 8 o'clock, and I wanted to vlog the ride. So I'm like, do I vlog the ride, or if I'm right at 8 o'clock, do I just try to get a boarding group if I'm on the ride? End up doing unbelievable. So right before I hit it into the building, got a boarding group right at 8 o'clock. The people beside me got 22. I got boarding group 5. 5 was like, I haven't heard anybody get anything lower than that. So I grabbed boarding group 5. And when the park opened up at 8, I was on Mickey's Runaway Railroad at 8:13. So, and I got to tell you, without spoiling it, unbelievable. I don't know how to rate it just because like Flight of Passage and Rise of the Resistance are great in their own ways, and this is the same way. I would definitely say it's one of my top rides, and I cannot wait for PJ to go and check this out. I felt kind of guilty going on it without him because he loves the like when we go to Disney, he puts on that old school Disney, old school Mickey and Goofy and Minnie cartoons that play just 24 hours a day in the Disney hotels. He loves them, and he's gonna love this ride. I know he watched a couple of vlogs, so I'm hoping he watches mine because that's out too, by the way. So if you haven't watched it and you want to watch it, go check it out. So I get on that Mickey's Runaway Railroad, awesome. Get over to Rise of the Resistance because my boarding group's already called because I'm boarding group 5. I get on that, and actually, I mean, if you guys watched me before, I've kind of downplayed it a little bit. Like I didn't like it. I still like Flight of Passage better. It was good the second time, especially not vlogging it, just absorbing and being immersed into everything. Mouse Talk, what's going on, buddy? I love Rise of the Resistance better the second time. So I hit up Rise. After Rise, I went over to Ronto, get a Ronto wrap. While I'm getting a Ronto wrap, I'm like, I might as well check see if I can get a reservation for Olga's Cantina. One popped up. I went over to Olga's Cantina, grabbed just one drink. I could have stayed for a couple, but I just wanted to get in there, maybe get some videos like I did for some TikToks. Check out my TikTok page. It's starting to blow up. After that, I was like, Smuggler's Run, it's too long. I'm talking to Dave on the phone. Dave's like, dude, they have single rider. Completely forgot. Went on single rider. In 13 minutes, I was in single rider. I didn't get pilot because you don't get pilot if you're in single rider. But I got off of Smuggler's Run. It was a blast. What's hilarious was the two pilots, the kids. They were there with their dad, and they had to be 3 or 4 years old. They couldn't even reach the controllers. So I was telling the kid to punch it. He couldn't punch it. Everything just went on its own. We hit everything, and we were smashing. We probably got the lowest score possible, but it was a blast, and the kids were laughing and had a good time. So I've been on it before, so I didn't care. I was laughing with them. It was a great time. Met a ton of people in the ride during the course of the line for the 13 minutes. They saw my Zippity Doodad shirt, asked about it, and I'm getting them on a vlog saying subscribe to Zippity Doodad. Had a lot of fun. So thank you, Nicole, for posting that TikTok. So then, yeah, so I was getting ready now to finish up and go over to Epcot to do the Flower and Garden, but I walked by and I almost went on Mickey's Runaway Railroad again because the line was almost completely gone. I kind of wish I did. I didn't. All this food and wine over. I mean, the Flower and Garden. Yeah, the food and beer. But before I left, I went into the merch store and had to get PJ something. So I bought him this replica of the Mickey's Runaway Railroad. It's pretty cool. Actually, I think Corey ended up giving this out as a giveaway. So I got him that, and I got him these. They're called Wishables, and he wanted the Mickey and Minnie in the car. That was pretty cool. But he ended up getting the train, so it's super cool, and he loved it. So I got him those two things, and then I headed over I jumped on the Skyliner, headed over to Flower and Garden, Epcot. So I decided I wasn't really going to do a lot of live streaming while I was down there. It was kind of quick. It's too hot in the parks to do live streaming when it's that hot and heavy. So I went live on the Skyliner and got a couple super chats. And LSU mom, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But I'm on the second leg of the Skyliner, and I look over, and I kind of felt weird. The first one, I was by myself, so I felt okay talking. I didn't want to interrupt anyone else that was on the Skyliner trying to enjoy the experience. So when I jumped into the second leg that goes past the Riviera into Epcot, I was with the family, and I asked them if it was okay to, if they minded, because I would have shut the stream off. And they were like, no, it's fine. And they were such a great family. And her name is, you guys got to check her out. Her name on Instagram is Jess Your Travel Agent, all one word. And she was super friendly. They go down to Disney a lot. I'm pretty sure she subscribed. So she's watching. Check her out. Jess Your Travel Agent. The family was awesome. So and it was a fun stream on the way to Epcot. Then I get to Epcot, and as I'm walking into Epcot, I look at my phone. I hit 1,700 subscribers. Well, one of the little mini goals that I wanted to accomplish while I was down there, and I was 9 away, I think, when I went down there, and I hit it when I was on the Skyliner. So that was such a cool moment, and I can't thank you guys all for just um yes, Nicole, just your travel agent, um and yeah, it was just such a cool moment. So I get to Epcot, I walk in, and there's Mickey, Minnie, and Goofy signing autographs. So I waited in line. There weren't long lines. I waited, got my picture with Mickey. Then I went into France while I was waiting for Donna to show up, and I got my picture with Belle. And it was funny. Belle thought I was with a lady behind me in line. I said, "No, I'm married." Nope. It oh, so it sounds like you were saying jest. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, Jess, Jess, correct. Yes, Jess, your travel lead. Thank you, Nicole. Um, so yeah, I got my picture with Belle. It was definitely my second favorite princess now. Then comes Donna, and we started enjoying the food. And I had some ups and downs with the food. Okay, guys. I do have a vlog coming out, and I have to look through these books. So I got these books too. Brought a couple home for Nicole because I know she's going to be hitting it up. And the first stop, I end up, because on the D&T stream the week before, we were talking about the Flower and Garden, and I was writing down all these foods that I wanted to try. And some were good, some were bad. So we started out with it was the Florida Fresh. It was between Morocco and France. And I got the spicy blackened shrimp and cheddar cheese grits with the brown gravy and local sweet corn relish. And I think it was my first, sorry guys, it was my first meal, and I think it was probably my best, if not my second best. It was super good. We all got it. Sam got it, Donna got it, I got it. It was a definitely must do. Then we went over and tried in Morocco the chicken kebab, which was with couscous salad and cilantro oil. That was good. That was really good as well. Then we get over to, I don't even know where it is, Japan, and it was the salmon. If you guys saw it, it was like a little flower pot with salmon and noodles. And Donna, I took one bite and I had to stop the stream because I almost gagged. It was so nasty. And Nicole knows how much I love seafood. I love smoked salmon, raw salmon. I love anything seafood, and it was the worst. And the next 4 meals I got after, I could still taste the salmon. That's how disgusting it was. So the presentation was great. It was in this little flower pot, but it was disgusting. Don't get it. Awful. Thank you, Avery. 2000. Yeah, I hope so. Also, what else did I get? Page 30. Let's see. What did I get on page 30? Oh, then we go to the American Pavilion, and we ended up, all of us got the Southern Seafood Broil, which had shrimp, mussels, crawfish, potatoes, corn, and sausages. I was dying for it. When we were talking about it on the stream. I was saying I was going to get 2 of them, but with 90 degrees, I just wasn't in the mood to eat that much. It was delicious. Everything in that plate was great. Donna and I both agreed that they should have gave you bread to dip in with the broth, because there was so much broth left over that I didn't want it to go to waste. So it would have been really cool if they gave you some kind of like French bread or something to dip it in. And I also got there the grilled oysters with the Cajun butter. Super delicious. What else? Then Corey told me to go over to Germany and get the toasted pretzel bread. It was topped with Black Forest ham and melted cheese. That was delicious. So definitely recommend that. And I think that was it. Donna got this other piece of pineapple, and I forget, it was near China. It wasn't in China, but it was right near China. It was pineapple, and it had a weird seasoning. If it had like brown sugar and cinnamon, it would have tasted good, but it had this disgusting seasoning on it. So Donna and I both took one bite and threw it out. And that was that. So some of the merch. So we went and I vlogged all the topiaries. The topiaries, a lot were the same from last year. But They were really cool and they were beautiful this time of year. It's my favorite festival. So I forgot to show you this. I got this pin because of Samantha and Donna. Let's see. It is. Come on. Come on. Well, it says Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railroad opening day 2020. I wasn't there on the opening day. The very next day, and there was a limited, I think there was only 3,000 of these, so I really wanted that. So they got me that, which was really cool. And then I got this homegrown flower and garden Mickey limited release pin as well. So super cool. And yeah, so after that, my day was definitely not over. Went back, showered, and headed over to Magic Kingdom to meet up with Corey for Corey stream. If you guys haven't checked it out, it was a lot of fun. Someone, maybe a couple of mods can just post that link in the chat. And you guys have probably already seen it, but it was so much fun. We sat it out on the TTA, and I didn't realize Corey said he might not talk while I was on the TTA, and then just vlog me as we're coming out of Space Mountain and just show my face. And I didn't know, because I wouldn't have said anything either. I would have kept it quiet to the end of the stream, but he was in the cot ahead of me, so I couldn't hear if he was talking or not, but it was hilarious. So we had just an unbelievable night. Like I said, we sat on the TTA and we did all the kiddie rides. We did the Speedway, Dumbo, Barnstormer, the carousel, the teacups. So the carousel and the teacups were the very first time I went on each of those rides. I've never been on them before, so those were two firsts. And sip on the carousel was priceless. Jersey Mike, yeah, it was. I thought so. See, I don't like spinny rides, so that's why I haven't been on those two rides before. And I heard John's was terrible on the teacups, so I was pretty happy that he didn't pop on with us. But we were whipping in the teacups pretty good, and I didn't have the spins like I normally thought I would have. And then we ended up hitting Space Mountain. It was just an absolute blast. I think every ride we got on, though, Corey and I were sitting together. We were with Dale and John's and Donna were there as well. And Dale, I think I said Dale twice. Shelly Starwalker, what's going on? Every time we got like the Speedway, the ride, we were kind of close together. We got on Dumbo, the seat was a little small, so we were a little squishier. Then we got on Barnstormer, and one person barely fits, never mind the two of us. But we had an absolute blast. And then as we got off Space Mountain, we went to the back of Cinderella's castle, because I've never seen the fireworks from there. And it was just amazing back there, just to see a different perspective, because I've been in front. I've been a lot of different places. Corey's favorite over near the Liberty Square, where he hits it from where you can see the water reflection of him on the water and the ferry there. But being behind the castle, right near the carousel, it was breathtaking, and I would definitely recommend it back there. It was awesome. So then after that, we hit the boat up, and actually what was really cool is I've never even heard of these things. They're called what are they called? These transport cards. And Corey asked the captain for it, and I didn't know what he was talking about. And there are these little cards that came in the package, and they're all the boats. That one's electrical water pageant. I'm not going to show you all of them, but the friendship boat, the ferry boat. So every transportation, the motor cruise, the motor launch, they have all the boats that are in Disney World, which is really cool because I know PG loves collecting cards like that. So now I got to check. So there's 34 in the set. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 of them here. So they must have like the monorail and the buses and everything. So I got to check it out because I'd love to get the set for him. PJ was super excited. And Corey got the set. The guy only had one left, and Corey actually gave it to me because he said he'd be there again. So thank you so much, Corey. I really appreciate it. And that was it. So we went over to the Poly, and I had to catch an early flight, but we stayed at the Poly. Corey ended the stream. We went to the Tambu Lounge, had some wings and noodles and spring rolls. Had one drink, and called it a night. And I headed back. Corey took me back to the hotel because it was around midnight, and I had to get up about 4 a.m. to get to the airport. And that was that. So real quick, let me look in the chat. Leon Sherbrick, thank you so much for coming out. I hope you had a great birthday. And sorry, really, I try so hard to read the chat, guys, and I don't do a good job of it. Mary Mountain Janes, thank you for being here. So I'm sorry if you guys had any questions. I rewatch it, and then I will definitely hit you guys up if there was a question that I totally missed. But so I get on the flight on my way home and finally get to watch Frozen 2. Nicole and PJ have seen it twice. I haven't seen it yet. Got to watch it. It was really good. I thought it was just as good as the first one. The first one's a classic. Who are you kidding, right? But I thought it was amazing. So I get home on that Friday, and as soon as I get home, Nicole heads out for girls' weekend. She went away with her girlfriends up north, and it was guys' weekend for PJ and I. And we went to go see Onward. And I got to tell you, that was an amazing movie. Triple P saw it. He said, I think it was one of the best movies he's ever seen, if not the best Disney movie he's ever seen. I agree. It's definitely in my probably top 5. It was. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's so many different messages throughout the whole movie, and just father and son love, and being there watching with PJ. Of course, PJ cried. I didn't, and just getting. And it was a great weekend. So back home, pumped that I'm doing a live stream with you guys tonight. And then D&T tomorrow night. So I'm back in the swing of things. We are getting ready to just wrap up. I can't believe I've been talking by myself for 52 minutes. You guys are the best. 73 people still here, hearing me rambling on. But I really appreciate everyone that's been here. Dog's barking. But thank you so much. So Jim from More Sunshine Please is going live next right here at 7:30 in just a few minutes. So Moz, if you want to throw Jim's link in the chat, he's going live. And then at 8 o'clock, Walt over at Mouse Talk is going live with Melissa. Go check out them. They're such good friends of ours. We love them. And so yeah, so that's gonna do it. Real quick, go back and subscribe to Dean over at the Live Place and check him out. He's a wonderful, like I said, D&T tomorrow night, 9 p.m. with me and the boys, Shep, Brandy and Dave, Steve's World, and myself. We can't wait. We have a fun night planned for you guys. It's a Skyline, a pub crawl. We just came up with this last minute, so you guys, you're not going to want to miss it. We're going to have a lot of fun. I can't wait for this. Felt like I just did the crawl, so it's going to be like I was just reliving last week. So much fun. Love you guys so much. And thank you, mods. Thank you guys all for being here. You guys are amazing, and I can't thank you enough. So that's going to do it, guys. I'm Zippity Doodad. Here's to plenty of sunshine heading your way. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next week for St. Patrick's Day. It falls on St. Patrick's Day. I'm not going to miss that with you guys. So be sure to check out. We're going to have a lot of fun next week. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Peace.